So let's go. Now we're good to go with the proper scoreboard. So only one first division game today. I picked Land Madness for this one. Just as it sounds like, it's madness on land. You can't build on this rocky terrain, so it's not like you can't easily place a TC on the woodline. You'd have to rely on small palisade walls around your lumber camp to be somewhat safe from raids, which still wouldn't keep you safe from archers raiding your flank side. So tends to be very aggressive and mobility based, the games on this map. But let's see the civilization picks here. We'll go to Champagne first. Indian's Pocket for Ganji. They are missing knights, of course, but they have some of the best camels in the game. They also received a recent buff to their camels. Buff or nerf, however you look at it. They lost plate parting armor, last armor for the cavalry, so that sucks for the camels in team game, but in exchange they got +1 pierce armor in Castle and Imperial Age for all their stable units, applying to scouts and camels. So that's something that could come in very handy when you're playing the meat shield for your archers on either side flank to meddle in between the enemy archers and cavalry, whereas you still have the camels to counter enemy knights. So for the right hand side here for Gangji on his team is Zara with the Incas. Incas could mean towers. There is some stone on the map here, but if they're playing more meta focused, they will be going for brush or men at arms into archers here in a team game setting. This map is so open overall that both could be an option. I mean, if you tower the right spots, you could do lots of damage with Incas. But still thinking they might go for some more conventional plays here on the flanks. And finally, Miller Turgot on the left side flank, also with a Meso save with the Aztecs here. So I like Champagne's line of thinking here, honestly, because they will be able to play the infantry opening into archers on either side, but they also have the option for the mobility of the Eagle units line from the barracks. So you have some good potential for raiding the enemy still, and Eagle raids can be just so annoying, so I get their line of thinking here. Now let's see for Druzhina though, what they have brought to the field. We have the Ant-Man in the pocket as Magyars here. Pretty obvious pick for Land Madness, I would say. Strong scouts opening, cheaper scouts in the Feudal Age as well, and in the Castle Age or in any age you get the melee attack upgrade instantly. Also, Magyars have a unique technology for their cavalry archers, so scouts into cavalry archers could also be a play for Land Madness to exploit the small walls that will show up on the woodlands once you try to evade the action, so to speak. Now for the right-hand side of the Ant-Man, we have Adal playing as the Hans, another great pick for Land Madness, with the mobility, with the scouts, with the cav archers, with everything. And another thing that applies is that Hans' team bonus is that the stables work 20% faster, which will benefit Magyars. And also AR12 with the Tatars, should he go for the scouts opening, because they'll all have faster working stables, something that the other team doesn't have, and they only have one player with stables after all. So if Druzhina goes full scouts here, I doubt they will, because AR12 is great with its archers micro as well, but if they do, they are looking at some very good, consistent mass scouts potential here. So AR12 in the red as Tatars gets extra food from the pigs. 50 extra food per pig, that's a great eco bonus. And once reaching the Feudal Age, 2 more pigs, sheep will spawn under the TC as well. So these are things to keep in mind with Tatars. They have an amazing boom nowadays after the recent buffs. We have the players on the way to the Feudal Age. Looks like Adal is going to be first up here with the Huns at 15% already. Definitely suggesting a scouts opening from the left-hand side. The Ant-Man, well on the way in now, goes up at a more comfortable 21 pop here with the Magyars. Again, suggesting the scouts. And we have AR12 with the 21 population up as well. Since he's committing exclusively to food and wood here, I'd say it's going to be scouts for all of the Druzhina players here. Meanwhile, we have Willer Turgos subjecting Air 12 to the thing he finds most annoying in the world, and that is a Drush from the Aztecs player here. Aztecs have an easier time making the Drush than many other civilizations because they start with an extra 50 gold. So obviously Air 12 doesn't have any army on the field yet. Somehow he saves this villager from going down, so that's some next level villager micro right there, but obviously at the cost of some serious idle time and being taken off wood here. Let's see if Air 12 even has wood for stable. He does indeed, but he hasn't built the barracks yet, so Air 12's opening, whatever it might be, is going to be quite delayed. I like the placement though, in between the houses here could easily be called behind so that the Militia and Eagle Scout cannot interfere with the building here. On the right hand side we have one scout out for Adal. What's he doing at home though? There is indeed the tower rush from the Incas, actually villagers and towers. So... well, Adal is well versed with the place of Trush. He shouldn't be too surprised here, although he is going for the stables and committing to those. I think Adal won't freak out because he's been doing tower rush for years himself. Oh, that's so sneaky by Zara to place a palisade so that Adal's villager was trapped. Adal has to pull away from the barriers, will be off food for a little while here, but he still has resources to produce both scouts and villagers as needed. This is so annoying to deal with though, and Zara could be looking at some serious delaying or damage potential on Adal here. That's not to stop Adal from counter-attacking with the scouts once they're out though. So let's look at the military numbers. Ant-Man with 4 scouts now. He does have that +1 attack as well, given that he is in fact Magyars. Where is his army though? They are gathering up near Turgos side here. I feel like Ant-Man would be best off to hit the tower in playing real now, because Sarah's base is so exposed here. But surely Ant-Man is going to bring more military to the field as the game goes on. He will be contesting the Indian scouts, no problem. He simply has more attack. Airdrop with a bit of a wall off here, going into the archers now. Double range archers from the Aztecs player. So sorry, ranged blacksmith. I thought it was double ranges, but never mind. So how's the tower rush going on the right hand side here? It's Zara, Adal. Yeah, Zara conveniently taking the forward stone here and committing villagers to more towers to just stop income of any gold and whatnot here from Adal. Adal did find a woodline to the right though. Zara probably didn't scout that yet. Has it scouted but doesn't know that Adal is there. Although with the scouts out dealing with some of the forward villagers, but they do have the full blacksmith upgrades, which Incas villagers benefit from, so generic scouts, they can't really contest Incas if they fight back. So Zara says thank you very much, I'll take this food, and we'll just keep the pressure going here now, towering the farm eco as well. This is making it really tough for Adal to sustain scout production, but he is keeping up villager production, and look at this early pressure on Druzhina. They're not taking the bait here, they are consistently producing villagers and taking a serious lead over their opponents here. Ant-Man outnumbering Gunji it seems, and out HP in any case. Air Troll with just a few archers and a spear in the mix here as well. Adal scout rushed wrong guy. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Look at these tanky Incas villagers. You need so many hits with these scouts. I mean, I'd say that Adal needs upgrades for the scouts, but that's easier said than done given the current circumstances. With the economy is looking bright for Druzhina though, and the military production as well actually. AR-12 and the Ant-Man with a collected effort on Turgos side now. We have Gunji scouts in position as well, but they are weaker and being outnumbered by the Magyars player here. No upgrades on the Indian scouts either, so that's something that's going to make the fights real tough to take for Gunji and Turgos here. Archers sniping the spearmen here, so that's helping a little bit, but still the sheer numbers of AR-12 and the Ant-Man here is what's going to give them the edge here. Alright, so we're going to gather up some more numbers here. AR-12 with the fletching now, so some increased damage output right there. Although still subject to forward towers, but again, not stressing out, and he's going for double range archers now. Surprised Adal doesn't go for a defensive tower on the gold here, because his golds are kind of could risk being towered as well, but now he has archers on the field, and that's going to be all that more efficient against the villagers. Although the villagers can always back off back towards the towers. Adal doing a great job holding a 1v1 on this side though, and while Ant-Man and AR-12 are coordinating on the other side against Gunji and Will-Torgo. Often seen in Tier 3s, one side fighting a 1v1, whereas the other two players do a play a 2v2 on the other side, so to speak. Numbers more even now though. Gunji, we're losing to the superior Magyar scouts here, at least to some extent. He's got both upgrades now though, so now they are, and so does Ant-Man actually, so they have equal upgrades here. But now it looks like it's Champagne winning this engagement. So good trades all of a sudden for Gunji and Will-Torgo here, getting the appropriate upgrades and numbers here to fight back. We see 2 ranges for Will-Torgo as well, and now with the military lead over Druzhina on this side. Although with 9 military doing his best to fight the towers as well. His gold income is unobstructed for now. And he finds another woodline to go to, as this one is about to be depleted. I'm surprised Zara never tried to hit this woodline as well, because he did have it scouted. So Ant-Man now with only 4 military, but he's also well on the way to the cast stage. Good lead over especially Gunji, who had to invest into both attack and defense upgrade for the scouts, right? That's an extra... that's a total of 250 food invested for Gunji, whereas Ant-Man doesn't need to invest into forging. That's 150 food saved there over the Indians' pocket. However, Indians save food on their cheaper villagers as well, so it evens out to some extent, but it still doesn't change the fact that Gunji is going up to the castle age a bit later here with only 2 more villagers than Ant-Man overall. Here comes Ant-Man with his scouts, will be chasing down Gunji maybe. AR-12 with roughly the same numbers of archers, and I think Druzhina can comfortably engage here. I think they're trying for a surround here as and take the hill. That's great news. Little bit of a hill bonus there maybe for AR-12. Yeah, great engagement for Druzhina here, taking out most of the army of Will-Torgo. Is losing all of his forward numbers. He seems to have a few more back at home, but look at the numbers now. 15, 9 and 18, massive military lead for Druzhina now. Towers investment still continuing for Zara, but that should mean that Zara will be stuck in the feudal age for even longer here. And now Adal is forward with a mass amount of feudal age archers here with fletching on Zara's home economy. We see the defensive towers on the stones and core resources here, but where the heck is Zara taking wood now? Taking stragglers apparently. Adal can sit under this tower with the archers and exploit the minimum range, and he will be getting 5 builders here if he's efficient enough. Yeah, so good engagements for Druzhina on both sides now. 11 archers and now a couple of Magyars and knights here. Indians going straight for the second defense upgrade here will be bringing camels to contest this soon enough. Will still be like the +2 attack as well, though, and that's something that Magyars get instantly. So Ant-Man with full cast age upgrades already on his Knights line unit. 1 TC for the Indians. I'm suspecting Ant-Man might be dropping more, second and third TC. So Ant-Man will be gaining the villager lead over Gunji very soon. He already has it actually, but he will just be extending it even more going on like this. Now stage all the way for AO12 as well. He has 3 rangers now. Could actually go into cavalry archers if he wants to, for some mobility and potential as well to raid whatever seems suitable. But I think, granted the instant summering for Tatars and the fact that that he still has a decent archer's mass to upgrade, I think Airtel will want to keep going for the crossbows for a while yet, and maybe if the game goes to Imperial Age, make a switch to the cav archers. Great engagement though, crossbow is in, Bodkin as well actually. Same upgrades for Air 12 and Miller Turgot, but yet again Miller Turgot loses his army mass, and that's going to be the GG moment because Adolf did a great job on the 1-on-1 his side as well. My game seems to have crashed, so we won't be seeing any stats, unfortunately. But it is Druzhina's win on Land Madness. I literally can't click anything here. Thanks, DE. Right, we'll close the program and we start